Recent data suggests New Brunswick's rent cap is having the intended effect on prices paid by tenants. Separate data by the Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation and Statistics Canada show rents increasing at a rate still outpacing inflation. However, that increase has slowed to a rate not seen in years.
There's a lot of rental construction that is going on right now, and there's more of those units come onto the market without a significant change in demand. We can expect to see rents continue to stabilize or even come down a little bit more.
In response to outcry about soaring rent costs, the province implemented a 3% cap on annual rent increases starting last February. The effect of that is partly reflected in the CMHC's latest report from its rental market survey last October. It found the average rent in New Brunswick rose 5.7% in the previous 12 months, the first time in 3 years rent has gone up by less than 6%. Statistics Canada paints an even better picture for renters. Data from its Consumer Price Index show rent costs rose 4.6% between last February and December, the most recent month for which CPI data is available. The numbers are higher than 3%, but New Brunswick's housing minister says that's driven largely by thousands of new units entering the market.
I don't have control to tell someone what the cost of a new unit is going to be going onto the market. What I do have control over is saying what the rental agreement is going to look like once it gets signed with a tenant. And that's why you'd see a difference in, and we fully expected to see a difference in growth of the market versus change in tenancy agreements. Those are two different things. We shouldn't expect the growth of the market to be at 3%, but what we should expect is tenancy agreements to be capped at 3% and be consistent there.
But not everyone sees the rent cap as an absolute success. Acorn New Brunswick is an economic and social justice organization that advocates on behalf of low-income people. It's seen an increase in complaints about landlords using fixed-term leases instead of year-to-year leases. With a fixed-term lease, a landlord can require a new agreement be signed every year, allowing them to charge a new rent that's more than 3% above what the tenant previously paid.
Acorn Canada as a whole would like to see the banning of fixed-term leases because they are predatory and they do put vulnerable tenants in precarious situations. They're at more risk of losing their housing if they can't keep up with the rent and so on.
Taylor says her organization also wants to see the construction of more public housing and programs to encourage nonprofits to acquire apartment buildings.
We do see buildings being built, but often they're luxury developments. They're not affordable, and we need to see a lot more affordable housing.